Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Quick Analysis with Purv. Today I'll be talking about the first ODI between India and West Indies. So India's 1000th ODI as well as Rohit Sharma's tenure as India's full-time ODI captain began on a high right from the get-go as he called correct at the toss and elected to field first, stating that it would be slightly better to bat under the lights and surely would have taken into consideration the due factor, as discussed during the pitch report. India made early inroads with the ball too. Shai Hope was looking good as he hit two crisp cover drives, but Siraj had him chopping on to claim his maiden ODI wicket. Birthday boy Darren Bravo and Brendan King tried to dig in, and at the end of the first power play, West Indies were 39 for 1. Soon after, though, Washington Sundar, who was playing his first ODI after over 4 years, dismissed both these well-set batsmen in the space of just 5 balls and had a double strike. After another small stand of 26 runs, it was pretty much downhill for West Indies, as Chahal demolished the middle order, scalping Nicholas Pooran for his 100th ODI wicket, Pollard the very next ball, and Brooks in his next over. And West Indies were reeling at 79 for 7 when Akhil Hossain fell to Prasidh Krishna. What I enjoyed watching in Chahal's bowling was that he bowled a stump-to-stump line, making the batsman play at his deliveries. It was then left to Jason Holder to rebuild with the lower order, and he was no stranger to this situation, having been placed there numerous times before. The one difference this time, though, was that the presence of a proper batsman in Fabian Allen allowed Holder to play a touch freely and also gave some comfort to him. He got to a half-century and in the process completed 2,000 ODI runs too. Fabian Allen managed to hang in there for 29 runs, and their 78-run partnership led in the revival of their innings. Before Chahal, Prasidh Krishna and Washington Sundar took the last 3 wickets as West Indies innings wrapped up for merely 176 runs. From a West Indies perspective, what I like to see is a substantial contribution from at least one of the batsmen. In the last 4 ODIs that they played, including the one against India, there has been only 5 50-plus scores and none of them have been converted into a century. And especially in their top order, in the last 4 ODIs, the highest individual score by a West Indian top 3 is 53 by Shai Hope against Ireland in the 3rd One-Day International. This was an issue that was discussed by the on-air commentators too, about the West Indies top order batting. Highly contrasting to West Indies power play, India were off to a cruising start as they were 67 for no loss after 10 overs, with skipper Rohit Sharma doing the bulk of the scoring. He played his shots, the pull shot, the cover drives, the straight drives, the cut shots, and eventually fell for a fine 60 of just 51 deliveries. There was a slight hiccup as India lost 4 wickets for just 32 runs, but Suryakumar Yadav and debutant Deepak Hooda shared an unbeaten 62-run stand to take the side home. It must be really satisfying for the debutant to stay unbeaten and ensure that his side completes a successful run chase in his first and in his country's 1000th ODI game. Now, there were a couple of plus points in West Indies bowling. Alzarri Joseph would be really happy to take out the current top 2 ODI batsmen in the same over, especially the way he bounced out the usually disciplined Virat to long leg. Akhil Hossain bowled much better than what his figures suggest, an economy of 5 and just 1 wicket. He bowled some beauties to comprehensively beat the bat of the well-set Rohit Sharma as well as Suryakumar Yadav multiple times, getting the ball to pitch on that probing length as well as getting that vicious turn. Apart from that, though, not many positives for the visitors, and Pollard rightly pointed out during the post-match presentation that they need to dig deeper and highlighted on the matter of not being able to bat the 50 overs. So India will be looking to seal the series on Wednesday, and West Indies will try their level best to bounce back and square the series 1-all. All to play for both sides, and really looking forward to tomorrow's game. That's it from me.